So y'all may not know this about me, but I get super aggravated when I have to sit in a place too long. If I'm listening to a sermon or some type of lecture and they just run on way too long, especially when they say, oh, I'm gonna let y'all out of here, but real quick, let me just say this. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go after this. And I'm like, listen, first of all, you are lying to yourself and you are lying to me. And I am feeling very hurt and I am offended and my butt hurts and I just wanna leave. Why? Why do this to us? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are subscribers of mine, welcome back. For those of you that are not quite subscribers of mine, there's a wonderful subscribe button below just for you to go ahead and press so you can make use of that at any time, okay? Today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to share 25 things with you guys that you did not know about me. Also, a couple weeks ago on my Instagram, I did share a post where I was asking you guys to engage with me and ask me questions, whether they were health related or not health related, if they were personal but not perverted. And I would answer those questions for you in an upcoming video. So I'm going to feature them in an FAQs portion right after these 25 crazy facts about Rose. So if you guys want to learn 25 crazy things about Rose, as well as get the answers to the questions that I received on Instagram, make sure you stay tuned. So for one, I eat ice cream with a fork. I enjoy sniffing my husband's beard and playing with his neck. Wait, hold on. I enjoy sniffing my husband's neck and playing with his beard. I totally laugh at scary movies because I find them ridiculously funny. I'm like, this stuff will never happen in real life. That's not real blood. It looks like barbecue sauce. Unless it's based on a true story. And then if I know it's based on a true story, I have to watch a sitcom before I go to sleep. But I can bend my thumb all the way back. Let me put a disclaimer out there that a lot of people find this very gross, but I can do it. So if y'all want to see me bend my thumb all the way back, keep watching. Whenever I'm eating anything, I notice that I never fill up my plate. I always put the food on one section of the plate. Ever since I was a little girl, I had a really bad habit of peeling my lip. It's not really tied to any one emotion. It could be like when I'm bored, I'm hungry, I'm stressed, I'm in pain, and I'll just be sitting there and I'll be like, the funny thing is that people don't think that I'm peeling my lip, they think that I'm picking my nose. Like, bruh, I'm an adult, okay? I don't pick my nose, okay? I peel my lips. I actually don't sleep in the center of the bed. Even when I was living on my own, I never slept in the center of the bed. Now that I'm married, the funny thing is I'll stay on my side of the bed, but if I know that we're cuddling, I'm gonna be on him like a stage 5 clinger. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all, okay? Y'all please don't be grossed out and then not watch the video anymore. I promise, this is as stupid as it gets. Can y'all see that? I can do it with my other thumb too. Isn't that weird? Bam, L-shaped. I was weird then, I'm even weirder now. I can't explain it. I just do these things. I can move each one of my eyebrows individually. So I'm gonna show you, hang on. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see my brows, I need to fill them in, but here we go, okay, ready? Okay. It seems like whenever I'm sick, that's when I become the most productive. I clean the house, I'm washing all the dishes, I'm doing the laundry, I'm out there washing my car. I even caught myself grilling one time. Who does that? So when I'm driving, I really do prefer to make left-hand turns where there's a left-hand turn signal. I do not like to make left-hand turns where I have to yield to both directions of traffic. I just feel like that's way out of the way for me. I get super panicked and I'm like, I can't with life right now. I just can't. I love cherries, but I can't stand cherry flavored anything. I'm more offended if people consider me a girly girl than a tomboy. I want to put out there that I love my mother. My mother and I are super close. Whenever I try to, I let her know hey mom, I'm gonna be coming to town. I want to hang out with you, I want to spend some quality time with you. She's always trying to make other plans so that way we don't hang out. She'll be like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I can't hang out with you because I'm hanging out with my aunt, for example. And I'll be like, well, ma, auntie stays down the street from you. So why can't you and I hang? I'm busy, I'll talk to you later. All right, mom. So, I'll come see about you, another time. I'm not gonna be home. Okay, but I didn't tell you when I was even coming over. Last time I said I was gonna come over, she'd be doing crazy stuff, changing the subject, changing the locks. telling me that she's gonna go back to Africa. I don't even know why she does this to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, as a grown person, I can't believe I'm even admitting this to y'all, but I really don't like to cross the street unless I have to. I have to cross anything that's more than like a 2-lane road. It just adds stress to my body and I just can't. So I'm about to admit something real crazy to y'all. It's really, really, really crazy. Y'all please don't judge me for what I'm about to tell y'all, but I'm so dead serious when I'm telling you guys that one time, like, I passed gas and lost the hearing in my left ear. I'm not joking. It wasn't even like the gas was all that, like, you know, ridiculous, but it was just like, hello? You know how it's like in the scary movies, it's like silence becomes so loud? That's what I was hearing in my left ear. It was just like silence. It was like, holy crap. I kind of, sort of, just a little bit, kind of, just like that much. I like to put sugar in my grits. A lot of people have gotten on me about it, like, why don't you just eat oatmeal? What's wrong with you? How dare you? I mean, people have really scolded me about this, including my dad and my husband. They both came down on me really hard about it and told me that I am, what am I doing? By putting sugar on my grits, it's losing the integrity of the grit. Since when did grits have integrity? I have 2 different personalities. One when I'm sober and one when I'm drunk. So I probably shouldn't admit this on social media, but I'm just gonna go ahead and admit it because, you know, we all like to have a drink every now and again, and, you know, we all get a little crazy happy when we've been drinking, whatever. I like to think that when I'm sober, I have an amazing personality, you know, I'm just so irresistible. You guys wanna be me, you know, I get it. I understand completely, you know what I'm saying? I'm totally teasing. Now, let's talk about when I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, I get totally ridiculous. I get loud, I tell a whole bunch of jokes, and you just cannot get me to stop talking. I remember one time back in an old apartment that I stayed in with my best friend and my sister, and wound up going to like Chili's and getting drunk off their Presidentes, because that was like the drink for us back then. At the time, we lived on the 3rd floor, so I ran up 3 flights of stairs and was like, oh my gosh, I have so much energy, I can run a marathon. Okay, first of all, I never could do that, ever, still can't. I ran up the stairs, ran into the apartment, take my shirt off, put some goggles on, strap a strainer on my head, and ran around the house just dancing and acting like a hot mess. Yes, for good times. That's my confession. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I tend to always want to diet right before the holidays. It's always like right before Thanksgiving. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and start dieting real quick. You know, like Thanksgiving is in like a week. So why would you do that? I just always tend to do it. And then people convince me that I've lost my crap and then I don't do it anymore. Until like the beginning of the new year when I've made my New Year's resolutions, which we know those don't work. Usually when I take a road trip, I used to drink like a Starbucks coffee or something like that, but I've actually started doing a pre-workout before hitting the road, because when I do that, I don't have to worry about a sugar crash and I don't gain too many calories from it. Boom! I get super aggravated when I have to sit in a place too long. If I'm listening to a sermon or some type of lecture and they just run on way too long, especially when they say, oh, I'm gonna let y'all out of here, but real quick, let me just say this. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go after this. And I'm like, listen, you know, first of all, you are lying to yourself and you are lying to me. And I am feeling very hurt and I am offended and my butt hurts and I just wanna leave. Why? Why do this to us? I think that I have a very uneven scale as it pertains to like either being too lazy or being too productive. Like if I'm lazy, I won't do anything. But if I'm productive, I'm too productive. Like for example, right now I'm reading 4 books. Like why do I need to do that to myself? I make like random animal noises sometimes. Some people really look at me like, girl, now you done like reached a whole new plateau. Before you used to call yourself weird, but now I don't know what you would call that. Me and my girlfriends, especially when we're together, we just do stupid stuff. We say stupid things, make dumb noises and special effects and all that stuff. But I will catch myself making some crazy animal noises. Sometimes I'll be like, you know, I don't know, like a cat or something. Something crazy like that. Well, when I'm in a group of people that I don't know, I actually forget where I am sometimes and I do stupid stuff like that. And they look at me and I'm reminded that, wait a minute, y'all don't get me. So that's what it is. Y'all don't understand me. And I don't have the time to break down who I am and how random I am. So then I just walk away. I make it even more awkward, right? I absolutely cannot stand public speaking. I am deathly afraid of it. If I know that I'm gonna be speaking in front of a group of people, oh my gosh, that just irks my nerves. Like, I just can't deal with it. And don't let it be a situation where we're in a group setting and I know that, you know, I'm gonna be coming up and people are gonna be like, all right, it's your turn. It's your turn. What's your name again? Rose? Okay, it's time for you to come up and say something. I'm like, first of all, let me just go ahead and say this. I don't want to stand up. I don't want to introduce myself. I don't want to tell you guys who I am, what I'm about, because it's always the same thing. Like, we're in a group setting. I need to tell you my name, where I'm from, and 3 things about me. I don't need to play this game. I'm not interested because I don't like people like that. Okay, I do like people, but I don't like speaking in front of them. I love sitcoms. I don't like when they do like 100th episode specials or something like that where they do all the flashbacks of the episodes. I don't really care for that. I feel like I like the standard formats where it's just like the basic sitcoms where they just do stupid things and make us laugh. I don't do cats. I don't like cats. Cats don't like me, and we're cool. We have that understanding. You keep your ground over there, I'll keep mine over here. Thank you. Okay. So now that we've learned some really stupid facts about myself, we're gonna go into the FAQs portion of the video. We have some really good questions. It looks like they're pretty much all across the board. So we're gonna start off with this first question that was asked by, her YouTube name is dshay04, and she's asking, what kind of camera / computer do you use for your videos? The kind of camera that I'm using, it is a Nikon D5200. It is a really cool camera that I use for my videos. I really, really love it. The only thing I would say about that is if you're trying to do vlogging outside, I would not recommend the camera just because it's really heavy. So it's just something to keep in mind. But it is an awesome camera. I would recommend it to any and everybody who's trying to do anything on a professional level. I wanted to up my game, up my production value of my videos, and that was actually one of the top cameras that were recommended in terms of like value and price. The computer that I use, I currently have a MacBook Pro. I got my MacBook Pro like years ago, but it still stands true. It's amazeballs. And I know that you did not ask this, but I do use iMovie as my current video editing software. I know that you said you wanted to get into doing YouTube videos and things like that. So it's a pretty basic software editing program that does come with MacBooks. And but I will be upgrading soon, but that's what I currently use, and it gets the job done. Her second question is, I want to lose weight, so what do you think I need to do? Oh, okay, cool. We're trying to get ready for a wedding that's in September. That's amazeballs. I'm going to tell you some things that help me lose weight. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. I try to make sure that I get in anywhere from ½ gallon to 1 gallon of water a day. Some people think that that's way too much water. Some people think that it's not enough water. Listen, everyone's goals are different, but I'd say if, you know, a ½ gallon and then working your way up per day, there's nothing wrong with that. You want to make sure that you drink plenty of water because water has a lot of benefits to it, including ridding your body of toxins. Also, you want to make sure that you're getting plenty of sleep. You have to get plenty of sleep in order for your body to not only recharge, but when you're doing any type of strength training exercises, that is when your body is actually it's actually building that muscle. We're talking diets here, so you wanna make sure that with your diet, you are eating grilled, broiled, blackened, that kind of stuff. You wanna make sure that I wanna be careful how I say stay away from. You just wanna make sure that you are not eating as much fried foods. So if, for example, you are eating fried foods, I'd say don't eat it more than once or twice per week. If you can do once per week, okay. I don't know how you are with fried foods. I personally don't eat fried foods, so it's not that much of a temptation to me, but other people, they may be different. So you just wanna make sure that you keep that out of your diet as much as you can. If you need to have a cheat meal, it's nothing wrong with having a cheat meal once or twice during the week, but try to limit those fried foods, try to keep everything healthy. You wanna have lean meats, you wanna have good fats like avocados, walnuts, almonds, olive oil, that kind of stuff. Also make sure to have your vegetables in there, your different color vegetables, your green leafy vegetables. Those are full of vitamins, minerals, things that are essential. For the most part, you just wanna make sure that you are having, with each meal, you're having a good source of protein, good source of lean protein. Proteins are the building blocks of muscles. So you wanna make sure that you are feeding those muscles. And Also, don't be deterred, but when you hear me talk about muscles or muscle building, when it comes to muscle building, you're actually helping your body rid itself of as much fat. So what you're doing is you're increasing that muscle to decrease that fat, so that way you can lose weight and you can appear more toned. We're gonna go ahead and talk about workouts a little bit. You can make sure that you're working out anywhere from 3 to 4 times per week. You gotta make sure that you're getting a good sweat in. When you're sweating it, you know you're working it. Do strength training about, I'd say 3 maybe to 4 times a week. If you can do 4 times, that would be great. And make sure you're doing your cardio 3 times per week. I can't speak today, I'm so sorry. Your cardio is really good for you because it not only helps you with weight loss, but it actually aids in your endurance when you're working out, so you won't lose your breath as much, like me. Strength training is amazing because it helps you build those muscles that are underneath the fat, so when you lose the fat, you can start to see those muscles and you become a little bit more toned and your body becomes a little bit more compressed and you can start to swoop in just a little bit. As long as you keep to those principles, remain consistent, but remember that it is a lifestyle change instead of just a diet. It kind of helps you stay on track. Remember to continue to set goals for yourself, so that way you're constantly getting better and you're not getting too bored when you reach different plateaus. I hope I answered your question clearly. If I did not, feel free to either send me like a DM or something, or leave a comment below if you don't mind the public seeing it, and then I will absolutely get back with you. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I have another question from Eco Queen on Instagram. Hey boo. Would you ever consider mapping out gym exercises for people who are lost on how to form a routine at the gym? I would actually be interested in that. When I was coming into the gym, I didn't know nothing about any machines. I didn't know how any of them worked. And I was intimidated. Like, I was like, oh, I don't belong here. But I absolutely would be interested in that. If you do have any questions on what it is that you're trying to do, I will be able to guide you in the right direction. I will tell you that, and I've said this over and over, I'm not a personal trainer, but I absolutely do not mind helping people and guiding people as to what machine works what and what you're trying to do, and I can definitely help you in that realm. Because I've been around a gym machine or two, and I think I know how most of them work. I got a question here from Motivational Minute on Instagram, EJ. Hey boo. Why are supplements necessary to maintain good health? Essentially, supplements are made to supplement those elements in your diet that may not be made present in the foods that you're eating. When you're eating a balanced diet, you're not necessarily getting everything in that diet that you should be getting. And that's why people take supplements. That's why people take multivitamins. And you might even be able to get just like a percentage of whatever that, daily value allotment is that you're getting from the foods, but you're not able to get everything. For example, I can't expect to get all of the vitamins out of everything I eat in my diet because I just really don't eat that much. I don't know anybody who eats that much that they're able to get 100% of every single thing in their diet that they're supposed to have. Now that's my reasoning for it. It could be something completely different for you. And I hope that it's not a blanketed answer. And if you do want further information, just feel free to hit me up and then we can have a more in-depth talk about it. Also from Motivational Minute, what are some things to consider when purchasing protein powder for the first time? Okay, that's a fair question. Purchasing protein powder for the first time, I think it's necessary to ask yourself, what exactly are your goals? Because depending on your goal will determine, or will just kind of help narrow your view in terms of how to go about selecting a really good protein powder. If your goal is to like lose weight or something like that, then you definitely want to go with a protein powder that, of course, it's going to be higher in protein. Another thing to keep in mind is, are you allergic to anything? You need something that's like gluten-free. And maybe that's going off a little bit, that's getting a little too specific, but you just have to ask yourself what your goal is. Another factor that goes with it too is price. How much are you looking to spend on protein powder? These days, about $40 is roughly the average price for a good protein. I have some good brands that I can recommend for you. I'm currently using Isopure, but I'm using Isopure because it's a 0-carb protein. It is actually one of the better brands that are out there. It used to be one of the most expensive protein brands, but they've actually come down in price. So it's right along the same price lines as a lot of these other protein companies, protein supplement companies. There are other brands that are out there that are pretty good. Beverly International is a really great brand. I did a complete review series for all their supplements, not even just their protein powders. If you want more information on that as well, I've actually linked quite a few of my product reviews below, so that way you could take a look and you can see for yourself what I liked about them, what I didn't like about them, and if I would recommend these. Again, I hope that that wasn't a blanketed answer. I guess when it comes to selecting a good protein powder, everything is based on your goals. It's based on your price range. It's based on your tolerance level with certain things. I can't give you such a specific answer on this video because I feel like I have to know what your goals are, so that way I can get you an answer that's more tailored to your situation. We can do a one-on-one combo. That way I just don't run the video too long with like a ridiculous explanation of protein powder selections. For everyone else, I hope I answered your questions clearly. If I didn't, or if you have more questions, feel free to hit me up the same way you hit me up before. You can DM me on Instagram and I will get back with you. If there were any questions that I missed, please let me know. And the next FAQ question, I will definitely get to you guys and let you know. Feel free to shake it up, ask all kinds of different questions. I would love to answer your questions right here on the wonderful world of YouTube. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I feel like this video has gone on long enough. You guys have stayed with me long enough and I really appreciate you for that. But I can tell you how you can appreciate me by subscribing below, hitting that wonderful subscribe button. That just supports my channel and it just adds a little bit more fun to the mix. I want you guys to stay tuned for a lot of cool goodies that I have coming up as well. Feel free to stay tuned. I have more videos coming up for you guys next week, so I'll see you guys again. If you guys want some more goofiness, some more craziness, because you guys have decided that you're just as random as I am, feel free to follow me on my social media as well. You can reach me on Instagram at RoseJJohnson, and you can reach me on Twitter as well at RoseJJohnson85. Guys, take it easy, be blessed, and I'll see you soon. Talk to you later.